Hey everyone, I'm your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here's your daily forecast for the day of Wednesday, November 29th, 2017. Now, first of all, before I get started, just a quick announcement. I'm doing a live video on Facebook tonight that's going to be inside of a private Facebook group called the Rising She Tribe tonight. It's going to be tonight, actually, at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, which is going to be 7 p.m. Central and 8 p.m. Eastern Time if you are in the United States. And what I'm going to do in that live video is just talk about me, my story, astrology, how I learned, just a bunch of different things here. The founders of that Facebook group found my channel, liked my work, and just invited me to come talk, and they're just going to ask me questions about whatever they're interested in, which will have to do, of course, with spirituality and femininity, since it is a women's group, as well as astrology. So please come join me there if you're interested in just learning more about that, talking astrology and spirituality, and just seeing me and just interact in real time. Okay? So that's what's going on there. I'll put the link to the Facebook group down below in the description box so that you can join it and see the live video. If you can't make it there at that time that the live video is happening, then that's okay. It'll be recorded in the group and you can just come back to the group and watch it at another time there. Okay, the group is pretty cool because they do feature women that own spiritual businesses every Wednesday. They'll do like tarot card pull a week and weekly meditations, and it's just a really supportive place for women. So I really hope you join, and I hope to see a lot of you there. Now for the astrology, let's get into that. What's going on with the astrology is that at the very end of yesterday and into today, we had the moon hanging out here in Aries. When the moon's in Aries, it brings our attention to acting, to doing things, to making things happen, and of course to our identity, to making things happen that are very important and close to our identity and who we are and what we want, and moving some big things forward on that that are important to us. Okay, the moon was also making a trine with the sun at the very end of yesterday and in today as well, really helping us to act on something new that we're doing, that we've been trying to do, to make sense of our life in some way, okay, and to feel better, to find more of the passion about life and the excitement, once again, doing something that it is that we know we need to do, or that we've been called to do, or that we're trying to work the details out about right now, of course, with Mercury and Saturn still conjunct. All right, so that is what is going on at the end of yesterday into today. That's going to hang with us for most of the day as the moon is there, really bringing us to act and to make things happen and to figure out our life and to make sense of our life. I think that's just a lot of what's going on. Then at 4 p.m. Utah time, the moon is going to make a trine over here to the North Node in Leo, really saying, not only are you acting and making things happen that are important to you, that can help you move your life, you know, or can help you do something new that's more exciting to you, but also giving you an opportunity to find the passion once again, to be happy, to be lighthearted, to do something that you enjoy, and to feel like you're making progress in a way that is really, really good for you, and in a way that can help you, okay, with the North Node ruling like your destiny in life, and Leo ruling happiness and play. So I think there's a really good opportunity today to get things done that can help you put your, or make sense of your life, find the passion once again, and do something that is really important to you in some way. I do think as you're trying to do all of that, though, there could be some hard feelings that do come up, because as the moon is making this really pretty trine to the North Node, it is also making a square over to Pluto in Capricorn. All right, squares do indicate it's a hard aspect, some difficulty in a way that you need to overcome, and Pluto as well can bring up some really intense feelings about some things, although it doesn't always have to be so hard, especially with a lot of, I think, clarity coming in the chart now. But I think what's going on here, just to synthesize all of this, is that as you're trying to do things that you think are better for you, that can put, you know, make you, have you do something new and make you feel happier about life, I think you have to figure out how you can take this thing that you're working on, that you're trying to do and make happen, and how you can help it put your life in the right direction, put your life in the right spot, give you the life that it is that you really want, the reputation that you want, how you can build on this thing that you're working on and to just have it stick with you for the long term. I think that is what is happening that you need to figure out. And I think that could be the struggle here, is you knowing you've got something you like, knowing you've got something that you've been working on for quite some time to make happen, but not quite sure how to take this thing and how to move it in the direction that you need to move it in, how to use it to increase your social standing, how to build on it in some way, and really needing to figure out today how you can bring it all together. And I think if you can figure that out, and I think there's an opportunity to figure that out, today could be a very good day, even if there are some hard feelings that come up around this, for you to start feeling like, you know what, I'm making some progress, I'm getting some things done, and things are hopefully starting to all come together recently in a way that they have not been beforehand. All right. So that's what's happening there. After that goes on, right around midnight, at the very end of the night here, Utah time, the moon is going to come conjunct here with Uranus and oppose Mars, bringing up some unexpected things at midnight about your identity, about who you are, with Mars and Libra most likely coming from other people or about other people, or you doing unexpected things to or with your relationships in some way as you try to make some big moves, to do some things that are important to you, and to put your life in a better spot coming in here. Okay, and the moon in the touching the Uranus-Mars opposition, even though it's not quite exact yet, really kicking that off here to bring up a bunch of unexpected things, and even to give you some insights that come through other people that you interact with as well, to really help you figure out your life and understand some things and make some more decisions. All right, so I think that is what is going on. What is going on today? Now, stuff that is happening in the background, I'll talk a little bit about that, is that we do have Jupiter here in a trine to Neptune. Oops, sorry, I didn't delete this spot. We have Jupiter in a trine to Neptune, which I've been talking about for a few days now, maybe even longer than that, saying that this is a good thing. Just Jupiter trine Neptune, especially because Jupiter and Neptune like each other, and it's a trine, and Jupiter's just always brings good luck, and wherever it is, really helping you to understand what's going on with you, to understand why you need to make the changes that you need to make, why you feel the way that you feel. To make sense of what's going on in your life, to get more clarity, to understand better what is happening. I think this is just going to be a really supportive aspect to help you move forward and do some things that it is that you need to do. All right, so that's coming in there, happening. What else do we have? Mercury also in a conjunction with Saturn, bringing up some very serious decisions, discussions, choices that we're making about our life, about where it's going, about something new that it is that we're doing in some way here. Of course, with the trine to Uranus, wanting us to break free from some things. We're making some big decisions now to find the clarity in our life, to move forward in a really big way and to let go of everything that's been holding us back, so that we can begin to do some things that we need to do, and starting to make the plans and seeing everything start to fall into place. That's what I think is going on right now. Things are starting to come together. Also having Mars opposite Uranus here, which I just talked about, some unexpected things coming up. I think also motivating you and jolting you into making some last minute arrangements that you need, and making some things fall into place that can help you. So I think there's a lot of supportive aspects going on, especially with Venus about to leave Scorpio, helping you to do some things that you need to do, to get some things done, and to feel much better about it. Coming in here. Also the full moon in Gemini that's going to happen on Sunday, also really kicking off here and giving you a lot of momentum to do something new, to make sense of your life, to have everything come together in the past 2.5 years that has not been coming together, that has not been working out. I think that's going to start to happen at the full moon, and as we move forward, and it's coming in here where we've been trying to commit to doing something new that we want to do, that we feel is better for us in some way, and really having to move towards. And I think this full moon in Gemini is really going to help you to commit to it, to see it more clearly, and to move forward in it, and to make it happen, and to let go of all of these things that have been holding you back, let go of all these old lifestyles, and to move forward. And I think that's happening with the moon also making a quincunx to Jupiter today. Maybe in order for us to move forward and to do some things we want and to embark on some new journey and to really commit to it, we may also need to think differently about some changes that we're making in our life, to not see them as so bad and so negative, and to start seeing them here as something that can really help you, and to start thinking about making changes in your life perhaps in different ways than you have previously in order to get the results that it is that you want. And I think things are slowly going to start to come together here throughout the next few days and weeks as Saturn moves slowly out of Sagittarius here, and as a lot of the planets flip into really good positions. Mars moving into Scorpio, Venus moving out of Scorpio, being good, coming in, even though we do have Mercury still going a little bit retrograde, or still starting to go retrograde. I think it's going to be more helpful than it would be otherwise. All right, so that's what I've got for you. Your card is the Seven of Swords reversed. This card to me upright is the card of trying to get away with something, trying to do something in secret, maybe that you aren't supposed to be doing in some way. This is like a man who's like stealing a bunch of swords from a town. He's running away. There's people in the background kind of like mad at him. And when this card is reversed, it's saying, there's no need to hide. What are you hiding for? Are you covering anything up? Are you scared of what's going on? I think you need to let people know what you're thinking. I think you need to let people know what's going on inside you. I think you also need to take what's happening inside you, and I think you need to make it real and put it on paper and try to find a way to define it in some way. Give it a name, give it a word, show, to just make it more real, I think, and to just put your hopes and your dreams and put yourself out there in some way in order to make it happen. Okay, I think that's what this is saying, is don't keep the things that are important to you inside anymore. Hopefully you're at a stage now where you're almost finishing them, or where you're almost finishing one stage so that you can move into the next stage with some projects. And I think you need to let people know what's going on. I think you need to be more open about what's happening, and I think you need to start making arrangements in the real world here to make some of the things that you want happen and to move forward on them. All right, so that's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.